Hi, I'm Amber, a licensed psychotherapist, wellness advocate, and creator of Therapy for Everybody. Here we talk about real mental health tools. No fluff, just practical strategies that make healing accessible and human. Whether you're in therapy, thinking about starting therapy, or just curious about your emotional growth, you belong here. So today I want to talk about how maybe you're not lazy, you're overwhelmed. The truth about executive dysfunction and burnout, the stories that we tell ourselves. Let me guess. You've looked around at the dishes, the unopened emails, the laundry on the floor, and thought, why can't I get it together? What's wrong with me? Because if you've ever called yourself lazy, I want you to stop right now. Because chances are you're not lazy. You're overwhelmed. You're depleted. Maybe you're even stuck in a trauma response that you don't even recognize yet. Today we're going to talk about why executive dysfunction isn't a moral failing and what to do when everything feels like it's just too much. So let's get started. When we say lazy, what we really mean is I'm frozen and I can't start. What we mean is I can't organize my thoughts enough to plan. Even tiny tasks feel impossible. That's not laziness. That's your brain under immense stress. It could be that you're suffering right now from burnout, maybe unprocessed trauma, chronic anxiety, depression, or even ADHD. Whatever it is, labeling it as laziness adds shame on top of a struggle, and shame doesn't motivate, it immobilizes us. So let's break it down. Executive functioning is a set of mental skills that helps us plan, organize, start tasks, and follow through. When those skills aren't firing, you might forget things, procrastinate, avoid, shut down, overcommit, and then crash. This is very common with people that have childhood trauma, inconsistent caregiving histories, ADHD, complex PTSD, chronic stress. You're not making this up. Your brain is literally being hijacked and in survival mode. Research shows that chronic stress impacts the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that's responsible for executive functioning, reducing your motivation, planning, and follow-through capacity. I recently worked with a client who was convinced that she was failing. She couldn't keep her house organized, she was falling behind on her bills, and she was feeling like a bad mom. But what we uncovered together was that she'd been operating under intense internal chaos. She had undiagnosed ADHD, deep grief, and the exhaustion of constantly being in hypervigilance. So we slowed it way down. We started breaking her tasks into micro steps. We created rituals for transitions. We practiced checking in with her body, not just the to-do list. And you know what? She didn't magically become super productive, but she stopped hating herself, and that's where the real change started. So here's what I offer clients when they're spiraling in the I'm lazy loop. Step 1. We pause and reframe. Say, I'm noticing overwhelm. This task feels heavy right now. This might be executive dysfunction, not a character failure. Step 2, practice the 1% rule. Don't clean the kitchen, just move one dish. Don't write the paper, just open the file. Progress over performance. And then step 3 is to externalize the task. Write it down, put it on a whiteboard, break it up visually. Your brain is doing a lot behind the scenes. You don't need to memorize your entire day. So let's take a moment now and check in. Close your eyes if you'd like. Bring your hand to your chest or your belly and take a breath. And say to yourself, I'm not lazy. I'm responding to something. I'm allowed to take things one step at a time. And I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. Because honestly, that's more than enough. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to be real. You're here to be yourself. And if your brain needs more support, structure, or compassion, you deserve that. If this video spoke to you, comment below, like, subscribe, and I've also included some free downloads and materials to help you get started when you feel frozen. Thanks. See you next time.